Well, Krusty the snowplow was a happy, jolly soul. He's full of rust and he's full of holes. Does the heater work? Nobody knows. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Whale & Wire's Old Iron. You know, today we're going to see if we can get that old snowplow truck to run up and down the road a little bit. Boy, won't that be fun. Stay tuned. Hey, I want to tell you, we got a new channel, a YouTube channel I want you to check out. The guy who bought Jimmy Hoffa has started his own YouTube channel, and I want you, if you wouldn't mind, please, y'all do me a favor and go over and check out his channel. Now, the name of the channel is right here. You have to be sure and spell Baylon right. He spells it B-A-Y-L-O-N. I would have spelled it B-A-Y. No, I was spelling it B-A-L-I-N or something. I don't know. Anyway, but he's spelling it just like Waylon, only Baylon. B-A-Y-L-O-N. Whale & Wire's Old Iron. Cousin Baylon. And, yeah, check him out.
Welcome, everybody. This is Baylon Wire. My channel is Whale & Wire's Old Iron. Now, if that is familiar to you, there's a reason for that. That's because I am Cousin Baylon to Cousin Waylon, Whale & Wire. So, welcome to my channel.
So yeah, stop by his channel and say hi and tell him old Waylon sent you. He's going to be doing some upgrades on Jimmy, and he got a parts truck already, and that's going to be pretty good content when he starts dressing old Jimmy up, getting him all fancy-fied. All right, let's get on with it. You know, I'm not a mechanic, and I'm not a car builder. I'm just an old redneck having a good time banging around on this rusty old iron. So buckle up and hang on. Let's see what's going to happen next around here.
So Waylon, let's see if that V12 doesn't burn out, or maybe you got something else. I don't know.
Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Whale & Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel. Well, the more I look this thing over, the more I wonder how it ran as well as it did the other night. Take a look at those plug wires. That don't seem quite right. Look at that one back there. Just laying right on the manifold. So I'm going to see if I can maybe reroute those or put a couple of longer ones in there. That back one I could probably reroute. It might make a little difference, huh? Well, I did not try to start this thing. I was just turning the fuel pump on and let it build up pressure, and was just looking it over and discovered that it's leaking under the base of that carburetor. I don't have the right gasket for it. I need to look around here and see if I can find an adapter plate or something to go on that intake and fit that carb too, because this is not working. Well, I found an old bucket of goodies here. I've had this for a long time, I tell you. I'll show you how I know. I got some stuff in there. Look at this. This says, got all these metering rods, and this says 2 stages richer. 2 stages richer, stage 10. And this says, this one doesn't say anything. This one, Trevs, mid-range. This is Edelbrock on Trevs 327 that's in his S10. But this one is the original from the 73 pickup, stepped 1 down leaner. That's off this old red Chevy. And I remember doing that. That's been over 20 years ago.
sure it's a different carburetor by now, but anyway, I kind of expect that I'm probably going to find whatever I need in this box right here. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. There's a good looking gasket right here. But, yeah, I'll wait on that. I may need a plate. I'm not sure I need this plate. No, I don't need that plate. I might be able to use one of those gaskets. That's not it. Anyway, yeah, some of this stuff been around a long time. Well, I've been doing some carburetor work on this thing. Let's see what it does. Well, it sounds pretty good. I mean, it's pretty quiet. There's not a lot of no tappet noise, you know. It's pretty quiet in the upper end. It's misfiring a little bit when you go to rev it up. I could probably use a set of spark plugs. And maybe wires. I've got them over there. I don't have any plugs, but I've got a couple sets of wires. I think it would be worth swapping out. It runs good enough to me that it's worth going ahead and putting a little more effort into it. And I think I can invest in some spark plugs and change the oil and maybe do the wires. I don't think it's going to run pretty good. I'll get back to you on that, but right now I've got to go help my 2-year-old granddaughter carve a jack-o'-lantern.
Happy, stop that. No, 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 no.
Good morning, world. It's early Monday morning. Harmon's going to be here any minute. He's an early riser. I think he's going to prep one of these doors today. I think he's going to prep the driver's side door for this, and we're going to hang it so he can body work this fender, the edge of this fender a little bit, line everything up. I have been gapping spark plugs. Although they're new in the box and they're supposed to be pre-gapped and all that, I always check them because you never know when somebody's going to drop a box or something and maybe change the gap on it, hammer that down or something if it hits the floor just right, whatever. Anyway, I always go through and gap them. That's just my practice, and I'm going to keep on practicing it because I've found issues before. Anyway, depending on what Harmon has me doing in between helping him, I'm going to change out the plugs in this thing, swap out the oil, and I've got to replace the studs in that manifold. One of them's stripped out, so I'm just gonna swap them all out. I guess I'll get back with you if anything exciting happens or when I get to doing something else. In the meantime, you know, I had to have a little chat with my barber the other day. I explained to him that I should get a discount because there's a big old patch up there in the back of my head that he doesn't have to cut anymore. So it doesn't take him as long to cut my hair as it did. He's been cutting my hair since 1974, and he's not giving me a break, and I think he should. And his response to that was, no,
I don't need to give you a break. I need to charge you a finder's fee because I have to find hair to cut. Okay. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. Well, I'm going to run into town and fill up some gas cans, and I'm going to put some gas in that empty tank on that plow truck. I think we're going to call him Krusty. And I don't have real high hopes, but the fuel pump's not picking up fuel, so I'm wondering if the switch is not, if it's not switched to that dry tank. I'm going to try that first before I start messing with the switch. Change his tanks and just see if that fuel pump's going to pick up fuel. I hope it's not a plugged line. I'll take that line loose at the fuel pump probably and blow back through it and make sure it's clear. I just rarely have a fuel pump go bad, but I got a bunch of them. If it is bad, I've got a couple more, 6 or 8 more probably. But I'm taking a little brown mouse today. Every time I drive this truck, I think it'll be the last time this year, because I don't drive it once the roads get bad. You get snow on the roads and ice, and I just park it. But I love driving it when I can. It's a dandy little truck. I'm really happy I got this truck. Somebody moved my garbage can for me. Thank you. Probably Terry. All right. We'll see you back at the house. You know, yesterday I had pulled one of those spark plugs, that front one over there, just to take a look at it, and that's when I decided to go get a set. And I kind of forgot about it, and I almost cranked this thing over. I almost started it up with that plug out, and I caught it. I go, oh yeah, I can put that plug in. So I didn't get it on camera. If I had got it on the camera, I'd have had to show it, but I didn't. I caught it and put the plug in, a new one. And I don't think I never did go ahead and start it. This will be the first start with the new plugs in it, but I thought, boy, that was stupid. And then I was watching Vice Grip Garage, and I watched Derek start up his engine, and he said, boy, that's an awful exhaust leak, and that thing's really popping. And he was looking for the exhaust leak, and he said, oh, here's what it is. He'd left the plug out. So I felt a little better after that, because he's done way more of these revivals than I ever have. And if he can still do it, I don't feel quite so bad. Guess we all do stupid things once in a while. All right, I'm going to crank this thing over. I may be doing something stupid right now. I don't know. But I'm going to leave the fuel pump off, electric one off, and leave the switch off, and just crank this over. Let me double check. I know this thing's neutral, but I'm gonna double check. Of course, it wouldn't go very far without the switch on, but still, I don't want it moving around on me. So let's see if we pick up any fuel from that tank. I just put about 5 gallons in there. I see some fuel. There we go. That's all it was just a dry tank. So, yeah, that's pretty good news. So I think I will go ahead and unhook my temporary electric fuel pump apparatus here and hook this back up to the carb and fire this thing up one time and see what it sounds like with new spark plugs in it. Yeah, let's do that, guys. What do you say? You want to? Okay, I still got my switch, and I'm still hot wired. I'm just taking the fuel pump out of the equation. So let's crank it over, see what it does on its own. Well, it ain't doing much, is it? bad exhaust leak, I tell you. Put some plug wires on it. I can open that door. Hope this don't start running out the water pump. Well, this thing sure does smoke. Man, I knew when I first turned it over. When I turned it over by the fan, just held the belt down, turned the fan, it turned over pretty easy. And I'm thinking, it probably ain't got no rings in it. You know, I'm pretty sure it don't. Oh boy, yeah, she smokes and there just is no exhaust on it. It's just nothing, So I'll probably have to do something about that because there's so many holes in the cab with that exhaust dumping out all around here and under the cab. I'd asphyxiate myself. So I'll have to either fix the exhaust or plug the holes in the cab. Anyway, I'm gonna fire it up again. Cough syrup. It don't taste very good going down, but then you feel better once it's done. Well, it's not smoking quite as bad. I had to open the door and turn the exhaust fan on. It's still pretty thick in here. Well, let's see if this thing's got any gears in the transmission. figured he was whining pretty good. Forgot I have to start it from outside. I got to put that tumbler in because the $64,000 question is, does this heater work? That's the main thing right there. I think I'm in two-wheel drive. I know I unlocked the hubs. Power steering has stopped squealing. That's good. Oh, we got Grandma low. That's good. Just another old square body. You know, there's something about them. They're all kind of the same, but yet everyone's a little bit different. You ever notice that? If you've ever drove as many of them as I have. Oh no! Well, we got no emergency brake. Hope I don't roll off the bank while I'm starting it. Down the street, but well, I don't know. Live a little, huh? I hope I don't meet anybody. We gotta do something about this steering. I've got a parts truck out there. I ain't gonna buy no new stuff for it. I'm gonna use that stuff up at Donner. Can't be any worse. Might not be much better. Well, 2 trucks for $800 and I got a snow plow. I'm pretty happy. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to leave this one, but as soon as I can get to that bay over there, get this thing on the lift, I got to address this steering deal. I'm hoping it's tie rods. I hope it's not the steering box. It could be, and I've got another one, but oh, that's more work than I want to do. You know, you ever had one of them where it's just more than you really want to do? But we'll do what we have to do, because I don't think I can plow snow with it wandering all over the road like it is. Anyway, the deal was, when I bought these trucks, I had told Bridger, my little buddy, he's 10 years old, and he knows that he wants a lifted 4x4. That's what he wants to drive when he's old enough, and he's 10 now, and I told his dad, that's going to happen quicker than you think, man. He'll be driving. So they need to get busy, and he's told me he's got half the money. He's saving up money for that truck, and I had told him I wanted $500 for it, because that would give me enough money to fix my snowplow truck up. Well, I didn't know what it was going to need, but you know, I've only put an oil change in it. I've got to buy a battery for it, and I had to buy a little plate for the carburetor. I might have to put some tie rods in it, but and I don't know what's going on with the snowplow. It can't be more than a solenoid, I don't think. So whatever, if you see this, Bridger, whatever it costs me less than $500 to fix this truck, I'm going to take that off the price of yours, so you may get your truck for $300. We'll see. But I thought that was a pretty good deal for both of us. And his dad said, "No, we'll give you more than that for it." And I go, no. If I get my truck running and Bridger gets that truck, man, that makes me happy. So we can do that. Anyway, Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave this one. The next thing to do is to start, well, besides worrying about this steering deal, the next thing to do is start messing with snowplow, and I want to change out that tumbler in there so I can, because I don't have a key for this one, but I got one laying there in the seat that's got the key in it, ready to go, and I'll swap those out, and then I can start it the like a normal human, and plus I can see if that heater's going to run, because that's one of the first things I'll be working on. Yeah. All right. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and taking a look at this video, and I know we'll see you soon. There's something going on around here. I didn't film it, but Harmon made his way around this truck pretty good today. He fixed the place on the back. He did all that cab, all the mud on that cab. Found another dent in the back of the cab. He said he couldn't see it, but he could feel it. And he don't let nothing slide. So he's got all that fixed up, and we went and got a drip rail and made sure it would fit and all that. And he's got one, he's working on a door over there, and he's coming, I think, every day this week. So that old square body's going to look different. Next thing we're going to do is we'll be hanging that driver's side door pretty soon and starting to get things fit up. But anyway, until all that happens, I sure do appreciate you. We'll see you soon right here on Whalen Wires Old Iron.